Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again with the love of my life. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm elevated, very elevated.
Same. Kind of had to be to talk about what we're going to discuss in this
Mhm.
video because we have another influencer to tell you guys about that is being exposed right now over on TikTok and has actually lost, I think, almost 100,000 followers
Mhm.
over on TikTok. He almost had 1 million.
Yep.
He's being exposed for allegedly being a P3DO. And no, it is not James Charles this
Yeah,
time.
not James
He
this
is probably
time.
so shook that it is not him this time.
He was probably like, "Thank God."
Yes. So there's this influencer over on TikTok that goes by Michael Duvall, which what is he really known for? Because I knew him because he had like an all pink trailer and people
Mhm.
were like shook by that. For me, have you ever had like an influencer or just somebody that you've seen and you know that they're like up to something, but you don't know what it is? So you're just like, in the
Mhm.
future, it's going to come about. Michael Duvall is that
See,
for
I
me.
actually followed him for a little bit, and I actually followed him for a little bit, not like religiously or anything like that. I actually followed him until all this happened because I felt bad for him because he was talking about how his like dad was going through it before he shared like
Hmm.
how he moved out of the trailer into the apartment, and he was talking about how he grew up with basically nothing and how he had no debt. So I thought that that was cool and
Yeah.
inspirational, but girl,
He's disgusting.
oh
So,
yeah.
personally, for me, I never got into his content. Definitely not the type of person that I would watch. Honestly, after this story, I completely understand why some people are homophobic,
Yeah.
to be completely honest with everyone out there.
Mm.
Michael Duvall is being exposed because he has an OnlyFans page or had an OnlyFans page at one time. He also worked at a daycare. And while he was on the clock at the daycare, he decided that he was going to go into the bathroom and into the classroom and he was going to start taking inappropriate photos with
Mm.
inappropriate captions as well
Yes,
and
very.
upload them onto his OnlyFans, which apparently he grew a audience that is into that type of
Yeah.
thing.
Mm.
So a bunch of
Here's the kicker though. Like he knew
Mhm.
what he was doing was wrong because it was in the caption
Oh
on one of
yes,
them I seen. I
oh yes,
shouldn't be doing this right
hmm
now. Like if you can like verbalize that or
yes.
type that out, like you already know what
Hmm.
you're doing is wrong. So you know you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. 3 strikes right there.
He would go into the restroom and zoom in on like children's toilets and be
Like the
like, "I shouldn't be
potties.
doing this in here."
I took my first nude at work. I honestly don't remember it, but I do.
If you did not know who that was Michael Duvall, and he used to be one of my favorite content creators here on this app. If you have been following him for a long time, like I have, he used to work at a daycare. He also used to have a OF account where he posted explicit content of himself. The reason that he is in deep shit right now is because he was taking those explicit photos and videos of him at work. And where did he work? A daycare. So he was taking photos and videos of him onto a daycare toilet with a child's potty training seat on top of it. These are not allegations. This did happen. Here's a comment that a creator replied to his comment that he did it at least twice. And then in this video right here where he explains the situation, he admits to doing it 4 to 5 times. Number one, how do you even get off in a place like that where you know children are around? Number two, why the fuck would you think it's okay to film yourself inappropriately and post it online for people to pay to watch, knowing where you're at? And number three, even if you aren't the PDF file, you are making content for those people. Whether you're admitting to it or not, you made content for PDF files. As a mom sitting around thinking about that, disgusting. Disgusting. I will never look at this person the same ever again in my entire life. In fact, after this, I'm going to block him. And if you're currently following this man, don't. Go unfollow. I am absolutely disgusted at this behavior. And I feel awful for every child's parents that attended that school. And to make matters worse, he would use comments of, "I know I shouldn't be doing this here," underneath these videos of him at the school. He knew what he was doing, he knew it was wrong, and he's trying to cover his ass. Honestly, I have nothing else left to say. You're disgusting.
But this sick did not just stop with that on OnlyFans. He also allegedly was dressing up as an underage trans girl and like marketing himself that way. Wood chipper.
Yeah.
Wood
Electric
chipper.
chair, gas chamber.
The reason that I even wanted to talk about Michael Duvall is because Michaela is wrapped into this because the video that he uploaded before he had to upload his taking accountability video,
5 hours before.
which is bullshit. He's gonna do a video reacting to it. He uploaded a video reviewing POV beauty from Michaela and gave it like glowing reviews. So
What's up, really? I got a really exciting PR package I want to share with you today, and I'm gonna give you one hint. Kim Kardashian. That's your hint. If you guess Michaela and Point of View Beauty, you are so correct. I'm so excited to try this. When I heard it was coming out, I was just so excited. I want to give you guys the full, honest rundown, see what it looks like before and after I do my makeup. You're gonna have to ignore this pimple. We ain't talking about her. Step 1 is drench it. This is a smoothing primer. Let's see how it looks. Here's the packaging. It's giving sleek. It's giving modern. I love it. I also love the name she came up with these. Drench it is such a funny name. We're gonna do exactly what the steps say. We are just going to drench it. My skin is so sensitive. It's already turning red just from rubbing my face. I'm also not like one of those girlies who's like, It feels nice so far, but it just feels like a liquid. So let's be so for real and let's get into the rest of these products. I do got the Point of View fan that helped dry it in between the process. Ooh, this fan is so much nicer than my Temu one. Next one is Drip It. And if you see Michaela's skin, you know she got the best skin ever. So I really want clear skin like that. Also, just want to say that you can hate on me, but please don't send hate to Michaela because she didn't know that I was going to be getting canceled whenever I got this package. Hold up, that's kind of making me miss him. I'm just kidding. Do not forget the neck, you guys. Next is Whip It. This is the moisturizer. This packaging is genius because you twist it and you got a little spatula, but I don't even be using those, so we're gonna dip our fingers into this. Also, this jar is just really cute. Now, of course, I'm gonna be using what's left on this little lid before I actually dip into the jar. So let's just get... That's probably even too much. I definitely grabbed a lot. Already feeling so nice, so you really can't tell till you do your makeup, I guess, to see how it's really gonna play out. But before we go into Glaze It, which is a tacky primer, I need to use some SPF, which she needs to come out with. Someone tell her. I've been using this whipped cream one. It's so fun and it's so nice and it smells really good. I also get laser on my face for my facial hair, so they tell you to wear SPF, so that's why I didn't want to skip this step. My skin is hydrated, baby. Let's get some of this tacky primer on. Now, when it comes to my primer, I do like to kind of pat it on. I don't really smear it around like I do everything else. I can't even lie, I'm the most excited for Amp It because it's a lip treatment, and I love me a good lip treatment. I like that this is squeezy, like soft, not hard, and it just hugs your lip just right. I love this. So subtle, but it feels so good. I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup off camera, and we'll come back for the final result. Wow, I'm a catfish. So we are no longer in zombie mode. Here's how the makeup turned out. I think it looks so good. I think my skin looks good. Can you even see that pimple? Probably, but that's the concealer. I look and feel so cute and I'm so ready to slay the day. I really like these products, but obviously the longevity of it is the real test. So if you want to know, you gotta ask me. Couple glam shots. Hello. Hello. So cute. I love it.
So this is another person who has been accused of pedophilia and things of that nature.
Supporting PDF files like printers.
Supporting Michaela.
Like Adobe Acrobat.
She sent him the PR.
Yeah.
What a horrible move.
PR for the PDF.
Wow. I'm actually surprised that Michaela has not reached out to him, and maybe she has and he's just like refusing to take it down. This does not look good for her because she's getting tagged left, right, and center in his comment section and in people's videos about this. Because they're like, why are you supporting this PDF file?
I want to know, in true Michaela fashion, she'll probably invite him to her next wedding, you know, when her and Cody are done, because she invited James to the first one. She has to have the second one to match.
She's going to say that she understands and he was just like in a dark place or something.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of people online that are sympathizing with Michael Duvall and saying like, it was so long ago. There's nothing wrong with what he did. How the fuck would you feel if your child was in that daycare and this sick which to my understanding was actually removed from this job and fired because the parents were uncomfortable because, I mean, well, if I was a parent, I personally, and I am part of the homo squad, I would be uncomfortable with that motherfucker.
Well, here's the thing. Parents are now coming forward. There's a mother that came forward, and there's a whole different thing to it, too, because there was a whole bunch of racist stuff that came out because they scoured his Twitter, and apparently he's very freely with the N-word, and he was, like, assisting and taking care of black kids, and he was saying all these things. So that's a whole nother can of worms that he's got to deal with, too.
Honestly, they need to, like, investigate him. They need to check the hard drive. Michaela, girl. The fact that she is now wrapped up into this during her launch, there was not really that much drama with this launch from Michaela, so the fact that this is what it's now being attached to is crazy. Definitely didn't think that he would be the person that will be one of the first to review it.
Girl, James Charles probably told Michaela to send him that. Let's be for real. Let's be honest for a minute.
And since we're on the topic of Michaela and POV beauty, we have to talk about Glamzilla because she's trying to pull a fast one over on TikTok right now. Honestly, this is true Glamzilla fashion. In my opinion, whenever I hear her respond to somebody over on TikTok or on social media, it's in a very condescending way.
Always.
There's an influencer over on TikTok that goes by the Lipstick Lesbians, and they are like very wise when it comes to beauty because they've been in the field for like a very long time. She made a video and she was talking about how in the beauty space, there's like this huge issue right now with authenticity when it comes to reviewing influencer brands, especially like a Michaela or even James Charles Painted, because a lot of these smaller creators out here, sorry if there's smaller creators, a lot of them want to get in the good graces of these influencers because it can really boost their career. Like if you're seen with James Charles, people are gonna be like, oh my God, I need to support that person.
There's a big problem in the content creator influencer space right now when it comes to reviewing influencer beauty brands. Real question is, have they already made their review before they open the box because of who Michaela Nogueira is? Two things can be true at once. We can celebrate her achievements, but the beauty community still deserves honest reviews that are not politically fueled, that are not fear-based, and that are not rooted in the preservation of parasocial content creator relationships. The whole industry fuels off of this strategy. They have to maintain the relationship with the most powerful content creator on platform because one day they may launch something. Is that more important than their own integrity? It's a really big question. Honestly, I can understand their positionality because guess what? I'm in a very similar position, aren't I? Do I say I love it because I really want to support Michaela and I really want to support the influencer to founder story? Or do I say exactly what I feel about every single product, even if it's negative, knowing that it's going to burn a bridge permanently because nobody's going to forget that? And here's the thing. Michaela knew in launching a brand that over 16 million people were going to come for her, either with love or hate or something in between. She knew it, and that's a huge burden for any single human being to have to grapple with. I want to congratulate her first and foremost for even doing it. Regardless of anything that anyone says, you deserve to be celebrated for launching this. It's a big deal. It's a big day. I want to know why Korea. I don't just mean Korea is the best at skincare. I want to go deeper. And I know Michaela is deeply passionate about beauty. The passion and love for beauty and makeup is something we bonded over. And that passion is real. I want to believe there's more to her voice here. We just haven't seen it yet. Made in Korea. Why Korean-inspired ingredients? Borrowing the ingredients, the buzzwords, the textures of K-beauty that makes it so famous. Not the same as embodying the actual philosophies that have powered K-beauty's popularity today. You've been following our content for the last 2 years. You know that we've worked really hard to unearth the narrative of what it means to be made in what region and why that makes it special. We are going to evaluate this through the incredible lens of product development. This is where we have to examine every single thing about these products. You deserve a thorough evaluation from a product developer that's not afraid to ask questions. Do you have a favorite to evaluate the out of it?
So the reason that Glamzilla is brought into this is because she responded to a comment that was left on one of her videos about like, why are you not reviewing POV beauty? Glamzilla gave an explanation of she needs to be a good friend, which is something the Lipstick Lesbians touched on in her video, and that she needs to actually like wait a while so she can test out formulas and really find out if this is a good product, because that is how it's going to only be beneficial to her friend Michaela and also beneficial to her audience because they want her to be authentic.
Not going to be reviewing Point of View by Michaela anytime soon, and I know that might be a shock to a bunch of you because, you know, I love her and she's my friend, but to be a good friend, I actually need to immerse myself in her formulas, really understand them, and finish a bottle or two before I form an opinion and then let her know and give her a review. And to be a good content creator, that's exactly what I need to do. And, well, I will say I've been using the lip treatment and it is fire. But otherwise, you're not going to see me unbox it and try it in one video and be like, oh my God, I never use it again. No, I'm going to give my girl her time. She worked really hard on this launch, and I want to appreciate it for what it is. And I want to be able to tell you guys the truth, regardless if she's my friend or not. And that's just how it is. And don't worry, I'll keep you posted. I'm really going to dive in, and I'll let you know as I finish formulas and I form opinions. But in this scenario, it's being a good friend means being a great content creator and forming a real review. So I love you, Michaela. So proud of you, but I've told you a million times already.
I could see it being a response to the Lipstick Lesbians.
I'm not even going to call Glamzilla. I'm just going to reason with her. her level with her and call her Stephanie. Girl, be for real. You are one of the most lying and conniving social media influencers in the beauty space there is, especially in regards to Michaela Nogueira and her lying ass. You don't have a problem any other day of the week just posting a review on a whim about any other product. Why does Michaela get preferential treatment because she's your friend? Do you want to give an honest review or do you want to blow smoke up her ass?
Let me tell you my personal opinion. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree or not. The reason that Glamzilla is not talking about POV beauty right now, and in her explanation as to why she's not saying, I need to really try out the formulas to see if it's going to be good. One, this is not skincare, so you don't need to wait for results. This is skin prep. You're going to know if your skin looks amazing or not after the fact, and if you want to continue using the product. People are thinking, I am as well, Glamzilla is not going to review it right now, and she's giving this bullshit excuse because the relaunch is coming on April 21st. So why is she going to talk about it now when there's no stock for people to go and buy? Let's wait a few weeks, get the restock, and then, oh my god, you guys, these products are amazing. You have to go and buy these.
It's going to be hot fire all day.
Glamzilla is also getting talked about because she threw a little shade at Jeffree Star the other day when she was down in her basement. Now, Jeffree has been very vocal about how much he does not like Glamzilla. He says she's fake, she's a phony, she's a liar.
He's right.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with him on that front. But Glamzilla did a video down in her basement where she was showing off like her hoard of makeup because she's a huge beauty lover and she has like, honestly, a lot of palettes from a lot of brands that are no longer there with like Jaclyn Cosmetics. She had a lot of Becca. But at the beginning of it, she pulled out a Jeffree Star palette and she said, Jeffree Star thinks I'm an idiot and I guess I am because I own all of his palettes.
Jeffree Star hates me and thinks I'm an idiot and he's right because I own all his palettes. I'm in my basement right now. We had a flood, so this is technically where things go to die because I still haven't replaced my flooring, as you can see. And basically, I'm saving this. Like, this is what I'm saving. These have been in my basement for like a year, and I haven't touched any of it. And I want to show you. I'm gonna start off with whatever's at the top. Blood Sugar Palette. Man, Jeffree won't see this because I have him blocked, but when he cared about me enough to mention me, I was freaking out, to be honest. I was like, oh my god, like it's a long time. I gotta say, whatever you say about Jeffree, he's a very polarizing person. That man makes fucking good makeup. And I will say it, I won't deny it. Pink Religion palette, I have all of them. Like, I bought 2 every time so that I would have one for the archive and one to use in real life.
Do you think she's an idiot?
I don't think we really needed Jeffree Star to tell us that Glamzilla's an idiot. I think we already knew that. I feel like I would trust Jeffree Star before I would trust Glamzilla.
Yeah.
And I don't really
For a
like either
review?
one of them, yeah.
I feel like I would as well, to be completely honest. Glamzilla, if there's a paycheck attached to it, if Michaela right now was like, girl, here's $1 million.
How do you know she didn't, girl? We don't.
Get
They're
on there,
best
girl.
friends, girl.
Yeah.
They're in cahoots.
They are in cahoots, that is true. I honestly do think that the lipstick lesbian hit a chord when it comes to Glamzilla, and that's why she responded to that one comment about where's your review of POV beauty. It's too similar for me to think that that's not who she was responding
Glamzilla
to.
wants to be so hard, so bad. She wants to influence people. She wants to be that girl, but some of us remember when she was not famous.
There's actually a lot of people over on TikTok. I don't know if anybody's seen. Maybe I'll like grab some of them and put them into a video sometime. There's some people out there that will buy what Glamzilla like reviews and says is like hot fire. It's so amazing. I'm returning this because it's actually like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And these are people that actually like watch her. I'm not talking about people that are just buying it because they hate her to be like, see, she's a
And you know
liar.
why? Because they watch those videos that she posts with first impressions and she says they're great products, but she doesn't want to do that to Michaela. She's a hypocrite girl.
So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave us a lipstick emoji down below. And if you made it this far in the video, please hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up. And we will see you guys all in the next one. Bye.